welcome back. And now it's time to learn about a student initiative held at Cairo University entitled TEDx, which aims at intellectually inspiring the community by presenting content that triggers the minds of the students, creating a dialogue that addresses a wide scope of fields and issues. And we're joined right now by Ms. Mirna Mostafa as well as Omar, and they are students at the Cairo University as well as members of TEDx. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for joining us, Mirna and Omar. Let's start with you, Omar. A little bit about TEDx Cairo University. When was it established? How it, where the idea came from, and how is it going now?
Well, TEDx is a program from TED, and TED is an organization in California, in the USA, and it started in 1984 in California with an annual conference that, just as you said, it provides people with ideas worth spreading, and this is in the form of talks from speakers who made an achievement or something like that. And in 2009, they started the program TEDx. And X here means it's an independently organized event. So you can actually organize your event in your city, in your university, and whatsoever. It started in Egypt with TEDx Cairo in 2009. And we, TEDx Cairo University, started in 2014. Our first event was in 2015, and this year is our third year, and our third annual conference is 1 week from now.
Very good.
Yeah. Now, in 2015, the topic was mosaic.
Yes.
Would you tell us how do you choose your topics, and tell us more about that topic, please?
Well, it's a process. It's called theme generation. So actually, each and every event has its own theme. And this theme actually should reflect the spirit of what we actually want people or want to provide to people or our community actually. And mosaic was actually, it was very broad because, you know, mosaic is just such small pieces and it's very colorful and it's very vivid. So you actually, each and every one sees it from a different perspective and different point of view. So that was mosaic because actually the talks was very diverse and so on. Yeah.
Interesting. So, what is the theme for the upcoming TEDx, Mirna, the one in a week?
Our event this year's theme is Agora. Agora was a place in ancient Greece where people gathered to share their thoughts. At first they were philosophers, and then anyone went there and shared their thoughts. So our theme is Agora because our event is relatively like a modern Agora. People come and share what they have.
No, I'm quite curious about how do you do it. Like, for instance, if it's mosaic or Agora, or even when it was the Cypher last year in 2016. Now, how do you do it? Like, do you do shows about the theme itself? Do you do exhibitions, or is it talks? How is it done? Tell me more about the details of it. Like, is it just the title, or you go into the details of this word, that or that art? How does it work for you guys?
Well, we generate more than one name for the event or one theme for the event.
Yes.
And then we have this matrix decision or decision matrix, and
yes.
we actually, it has like 9 criteria or so. One of these criteria, like, is it marketable? Is it relative to the people? Is it relative to the speaker we got? And so on. And then we vote, or we give like numbers to these matrix or yeah. And then the one with the highest score gets voted for, and that's it. So yeah, we care also for the marketing of the theme. And is it going to be easy to have design for the theme, and is it like also easy to have visuals during the event or during the talks and so on?
So is it important the speakers has to be renowned, famous, spoke before, or is it any speaker can join?
No, anyone who has a good idea can be a speaker.
Yeah, and like what? Can you give us an example?
From this year?
Yeah, any year.
We have Uli van Rucker. She's a German lady who lives in Egypt, and she's been living in Egypt for how many years?
15 years right now.
For 15 years, yeah. And she is very interested in the ecosystem and the environment. So that's a very good idea.
So she would come and speak about topics like protecting environment or ideas to protect the environment?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I'm quite interested in the one which took place last year, which is the Decipher. Now, this one, is it about translations or is it about deciphering missing languages, unknown languages? Is it about exploration of oneself? What were you deciphering in that particular seminar?
Well, we were actually deciphering ourselves first, our potential. And then we were deciphering the people around us. And then we were actually deciphering the community we live in. So actually it's deciphering...
So it's more socioeconomic.
Yes. So it's actually like deciphering the community we live in by first deciphering ourselves. Yeah. So that's how it came actually.
I'm really interested to know more about the outcomes itself. So part of this is like to present ideas, but do you also focus about the outcomes as TEDx? Do you focus about how those ideas become transformed, or do you leave it at the phase of laying down those ideas and speeches?
Well, actually quite well we leave it at just intriguing people to do something after the event. And yeah, that's basically it, because actually then the talks are then like get uploaded on YouTube. And so more people would watch it online or just while sitting at home, and which means like intriguing more people or making more people interested in doing such new things.
Yes.
Now I'm interested in to what extent did it change you and influence you and change your personality? I'd like to start with you.
Well, even before TEDx Cairo University, TED Talks have a huge impact on a person's thinking. I mean, I can watch a TED Talk and afterwards I can have an entirely different idea about something or wanting to change something, or something changes inside. It's not just a talk. It changes.
Do you feel it enriched you with?
Yeah, exactly.
What about you, Omar?
Well, like this is the third year for TEDx Cairo University, and it's mine as well. And like each year I go for a higher position, and yeah, it's actually like...
What is the position this year?
My position?
Yeah.
Well, actually I'm the president of TEDx Cairo University. Yeah.
Okay.
And so actually each year it like it changes a lot in me, not only with my mindset, but also with what I actually have to do. Like it teaches me how to plan for the whole organization. It teaches me how to like work for the people and with the people to like, as you said, like to enrich their mindsets and their backgrounds. So actually, my responsibility is not just to produce talks at the end of each year or at the end of each event.
Well, the group,
it's also it's also to enrich the people of TEDx Cairo University and of our community. Like we do different campaigns, marketing campaigns throughout the year, like on campus and off campus, online and offline. And this is actually part of our responsibilities as well.
Do you get to speak yourself, or do you aspire to speak?
Yes, actually we go on campus and we talk to people like in our community.
But not in TEDx?
No, through TEDx.
Okay.
Yeah, like so the booth is for TEDx Cairo University, and we tell people like each and every campaign has its own also theme, and we also like intrigue people to learn more or to have a different perspective about different types of topics and so on.
Interesting.
Now, I'm interested in how do people join your group? Like, tell me more about the formation of your group, the TEDx Cairo University group.
Well, it's just people who
like, did they apply online?
Yes.
Did you put an announcement? Did you do interviews? How
Yes.
did you group?
So first of all, it's an online application, and also like a booth at the university. So people apply, and then people get to have an interview with us, and then we accept people who are like very interested in this and who actually have the spirit to do something new for TEDx University, like each and every year. And then we work together. We have 7 teams, and each team has its own like job description and so on. So yeah.
So tell us more about these teams. You're saying that you have 7 different jobs
Yes.
or job descriptions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our core team is the speakers and coaching. This is the team who works with the speakers for the year to produce the talk and the script and so on. And then we have like supporting teams. So we have a human resources team. And then we have the marketing division. The marketing division has a social media team, public relations, and design multimedia. And then we have the finance division, which has the logistics and coordination team and the fundraising team.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Mirna, tell us a little bit about your experience with TEDx. How are you enjoying it so far?
Well, this is my first year at TEDx Cairo University, but I can say it was a really good experience. I learned a lot, and this place, as TEDx Cairo University, has so many good values. So you don't only learn a lot, you're very well appreciated. And you, the people around you are very kind. You can learn a lot from every single person in the entity, and every single person appreciates you. So it's a lovely place to be at.
Well, I'd like to know, have you already done this year's activity, or you're still going to do it?
No, I'm on this year's team.
No, I'm saying, have you already, the TEDx, the Agora, has it already happened, or the event is still due, and when is it?
Next week,
When is it?
on the 29th of April.
Oh, so it's almost a couple of days.
Yeah.
So tell me more, where will you be holding it? Is it going to be at the university campus? Is it going to be somewhere private? What have you arranged for the activity itself in terms of the preparations, like the itinerary itself?
Well, it's going to be at the LRC Hall in Al Qasr Al Aini
Yeah.
on Saturday, 29th of April, from 10 a.m. till 8 p.m.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Just
And what about the itinerary? What are you doing? So you'll be having how many speakers?
yeah, in other words, we're giving you the opportunity to promote TEDx now. So you have 2 minutes to do that.
Okay. We have 9 speakers and 3 performers, and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So 9 speakers talking about like very different topics.
Yeah.
And we have 3 performers. Actually, most of them are from Cairo University. The speakers, some of them are students, some of them are actually 40 and 50 years old. And so we have, like Mirna said, we have someone talking about, a speaker talking about waste management and the ecosystem. We have someone talking about autism. We have someone talking about the metal music, actually, the genre.
Yeah.
And we have one talking about making movies from Lego. And who else? Yeah, so a lot of speakers.
Well, I wish you all the best. I hope it becomes a successful day. And thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mirna,
Thanks a lot.
Mostafa, as well as Omar Izzeddin. Thank you very much for this interview.
Thanks a lot.
And now we will be looking at our own artistic segment, and we'll be back. So stay with us.